How's it going? Retro Prime here. Thought I'd take a closer look at this guy that I got from AliExpress. It is the, now how do you say it? Jiang or Jing Jiao or Yin Yang? I don't know. Is it Deformation robot? Hang on, let me check my phone. Deformation robot toy. Jing Jiang, 19 centimeters in height. Yeah, it's basically Nemesis Prime coloured evasion mode Optimus Prime, and I got it for like the equivalent of a £5 the other day, and I've been playing with it since. It does have its flaws with it being a sort of cheap Chinese KO, but you know, I thought I'd take a look at it a bit closer and show you the differences between it and the original mold that I've got, which is here. Hello to you, I am Optimus Prime. I mean, there really isn't a lot to look at difference-wise when you just like are seeing them standing next to each other. But close up and sort of in detail, there are quite a few differences. Ones that make all the difference, to be honest. Like for example, I'll show you one of my bugbears with this guy. Is he always, because he's not got the hip swivels, the thigh swivels. It always feels like one of his legs is shorter than the other, and he's leaning, and he really isn't. But when you're posing him, it just seems, I don't know, it just feels like he's got one leg shorter than the other, which he definitely hasn't. I mean, he's got loads of stability. His legs are really strong. Look, I'll try and. I'm balancing. Look at me. I'm a dancer. Yeah. So I mean, it's not like it's poor quality. Just not having the thigh swivels does make a difference in posing. I mean, you'll see what I mean. He's got the thigh swivels there, and all is good there. These joints on these are so tight. But yeah, so I mean, I'll take a close look at his head. Now the head sculpt is a lot less defined than the age extinction, the evasion mode Optimus that I've got. It really does look like Chris Novoselic from Nirvana or something. He's got a really sad face because the bottom of his chin isn't painted to match the rest of his head, and he just looks like a sad old man, even more than he does in the films. And his head's slightly too, like the front is slightly too small for the back, so you can see all the sort of the red sort of back plastic coming past his head. It looks like he's got almost looks like it's a child wearing an Optimus mask a wee bit. But the light piping, because of the back of the head being so clear, is amazing. And yeah, so it does the job very well. I mean, you can see one of the other things is he's got his smokestacks here for robot mode. Now in the original, these parts when you transform them fold away, and they're a lot taller, and they fold away for transformation. These ones don't, so when he's in robot mode and alt mode, these are just sticking out there, so when he's in alt mode, and that's the front, they just stick at the front like that. Whereas in this guy, they're a lot bigger, but they also fold away. They're not a single stuck solid piece, if you know what I mean. They're like on this sort of hinge here, and that's something that the KO doesn't have, which is a slight pain in the ass, but not too bad. In fact, I'll just put it off to the side. Yeah, so I mean, you can see the paint in the detail. The red plastic is very, very nice. It feels weighty. It looks nice. It looks just as good as the original mold. Here, these bits don't fold down. I said this in my last video, meaning that he constantly has the sort of sides of his cab sticking out. It's not really noticeable. I mean, it is when you don't see it. Like when you compare it, you can sort of see like it's quite jarring. But if you never had that to compare it to, I don't think you'd notice really too much. Yeah, he's got all the silver paint and plastic on his body. This sort of luminous, bluey, teal, green, fucking whatever colour you want to call it. They could have done with less of it here, I think. It does look a bit odd. But everywhere else, like around the windows and on his toes, that's good. And I mean, they've still got the silver paint there and stuff. So they have put an effort in, and if you look at his side of his arms, you can see some detail in there. It's quite nice. But they have made an effort. The back of the robot's just what you'd expect for this mould. A lot of green, but you never look at the back of your toys, do you? And if you do, you're fucking weird. Yeah, so, I mean, articulation, it's on a sort of swivel joint, but also a sort of angular joint, or you call it. I think it's maybe ratcheted, if you look, but it doesn't really. Oh, I suppose it does. A very, 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 very soft ratchet. So it's not a ball joint, but you can get all the poses you might want. His arm doesn't go all the way up, it goes to about there, and then it's hindered by his shoulder. He's got a bicep swivel and an elbow, although the elbow's like quite far down his arm, so he does kind of have this kind of I've just been in a car crash look. The arms bug me. I don't know what it is about them. I always seem to. He's got a wrist swivel as well. I mean, I can never seem to make the arms look really, really cool. I don't know if it's because they're too skinny or whatever, but I don't know. He just always looks like, I don't know. There's something about it I don't like, and I don't know what it is. Yeah, the hands are on swivels, like I said, but they're hindered by this bloody paneling at the back. But because the hands are picked out in a completely different colour, doesn't make too much of a difference, I feel. Hips are on ratchets, harder than the shoulders, and they spin. They can do 180 if you get them at the right position and stuff, blah blah blah. Like I said, no thigh swivels, and the knees are there. Knee bend goes quite far, and he has got, due to transformation as well, a decent ankle tilt, forward more than backwards, and side to side as well, meaning that the ankle tilts do kind of make up for a lack of thigh swivels, so you can get into some decent poses. Like, you can make him look rather lovely, and like I said, £5 for that. I'm not going to complain at all in any way, shape or form. Yeah, like I said, everything feels tight, everything feels lovely. He comes with this weapon, which is Optimus's blaster. Now the original, which I have here, just so you can see the difference, was in black. This is picked out in that colour, whatever you want to call it. This one had the sort of the rocket firing mechanism, which I lost ages ago, and I don't know where it is. I've got a big bag of like loose weapons and panels and bits that I've found over the years, so it's probably in amongst there, but I've not really looked. And this one is slightly smaller, I think. Is it? It's hard to tell. Yeah, it might be the same size actually. But there are moulding detail and differences. It's got a scope where the original one doesn't. It's got the moulded in missile where it would be. I mean, it's obviously a softer moulding than the original, and it has got, well, there's a screw there for the mechanism, and it does have that as well here, and it's rusted for some reason. You know, whatever. Yeah, so I mean, it does the job. He holds it well and stuff. It's no really an issue if you want a big, light blue, greeny gun type affair. That's cool. So yeah, his robot mode is rather lovely. Like I said, a slight lack of articulation is about the only hindrance there. Yeah, but other than that, does the job. I like the colours. I like the light piping. His head could be a bit bulkier, I think, or a bit more sort of menacing. I mean, his ears, or what you call his horns at the side, are really small. They should be bigger, but I understand why they're not. Yeah, so I don't know. I like that, and like I said, compared to the original, it is, you know, it does the trick. Fills a space on the shelf where I've not got a lot of Nemesis primes there, so, or Nemesi prime, whatever you want to say. Yeah, so they are comparable versions of the same mold, and I do like them both. And there is his alt mode. Now, it's something I never showed you in my last video. Transforms really, really well. Same as the original, apart from two things. That is, like I said, these smokestacks on these ones fold away, where they don't, they just stay where they are. And also, whereas this Optimus can fold away his exhaust pipes, this is just one solid piece and it just stays where it is. Other than that, there's not too many differences in the transformation. The moulding is, for the most part, similar. So you can see he's got like the some of the joints are picked out in the sort of tealy, bluey, whatever coloured thing. Other moulding is quite significant. You can see the rivets and stuff in the panels. Coming down the side, it's got the holes in there, and you know, so it's not like there's no really skimped. It's not the moulding isn't so soft that it looks horrible. And there are differences here, like there's 2 lines there, and there's like 3 little bulb sort of lights in there. When you look at this one, there's only the 1 line and the 2 bulbs. Obviously looks a lot nicer. The grille panel at the front has some differences you can see. The side, I don't think there are many differences at the side. It doesn't look to be. The only differences, or jarring difference, is the wheels. Now I don't know if it was because it's a KO and it's saved money on plastic, or if it was for aesthetics, but I mean, these grey tyres are really, really dumb. I'm going to take a sort of paint or marker to them at some point and try and make them look a bit more like tyres than bloody sticky on grey wheels. There's solid paint there, the paint there. Yeah, so it does. It holds together really, really well, and it feels every bit as good as the official one. Any differences underneath? He's got the peg that's for displaying on a stand, I'd imagine. This one doesn't. You can even see there's some detailing differences there, but no hellish lot. One thing I forgot to mention when we were in robot mode is this one's got a waist swivel, and this one doesn't. Yeah, not that it really affects anything, but other than his ability to turn his hips. So yeah, the gun can store on top there, although why you'd want to other than just not to lose it. Choo choo! Battle mode! I'm Optimus Prime and I have a massive, brightly coloured gun sticking out of my head. Yeah. Get rid of that. To get a HUD on another one of these guns, it'd be quite nice, just for him. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. So like I said, when I told my friend Borders dude about this, ordering this, he was a bit sceptical as to its quality, especially being for a $5 and stuff. But I have to say, I am really, really happy. I'd definitely order from the same company again. This goes well on the Prime display. It really does sort of fill the Nemesis gap and kind of bleed a wee bit into the sort of the sea of red and blue that my Optimus display is. When you get 50 or 60 red Optimus Primes, it kind of does become a sort of a wash, a mess that you can't really sort of pick out any of the sort of colours and details in. But with him, he kind of stands out, and it's really rather nice. Maybe a bit less of this colour would have been nice. You know, maybe if these parts had, for the most part, been black or even silver, that would have been nice. The stacking silver would have been nice. But you can't fault the plastic's lovely and heavy, and the blacks looks really nice, and the reds transparent plastic's really nice. Silver looks lovely, and you know it's just, if you gave this to me and just says, "What do you think of this?" I'd be like, "Oh, its articulation's a bit limited," but I'm not sure I'd pick it as a KO. Maybe the head would get me, because the head sculpt is a lot different to the sort of original, and you can tell that it's not as defined, and it doesn't really look as Optimus-y as an original would, I think. Yeah, so there you go. That's my look at the Jiang what was it? Destroyer robot? I can't remember now. The bloody, let me check my phone. Deformation robot. Yeah, so go on AliExpress if you think this is something you'd want in your collection for a $5. Took like 3 weeks to a month to come. It certainly wasn't a waste of money. So yeah, I recommend getting one if you want a Nemesis Prime for your collection, because standing next to the official lad, there isn't much between them other than this is a Transformer and this isn't. I think I need to get a Decepticon logo for the side as well. Cool, right, well, I hope you enjoyed that. I don't usually do hands in front of the camera as well, but in order to get a good look at the detail and stuff, I thought it was better, because especially with this shitty camera, I can't really get to focus and stuff. So I'm really sorry if my videos have been dark and shit, but it's just because I don't know how to use the camera that I've got. Yeah, hope you enjoyed that. Please, if you did, leave a comment, see what would you think, and would you order it and all that kind of shit, and then like and subscribe as you do to these kind of sort of things. Yeah, I'd love a trailer for this, to be honest. That'd be quite nice. I'll have a trailer for both of them, actually. Anyway, that's me just starting to waffle, so I'll see you later. Hey.